Hi everyone, welcome back to Giovanna Designs. Thank you so much for joining me again. Welcome to anybody who's never been here before, and if you have been to the channel before, welcome back. I have been thinking about extending the contest for a couple more days, and here's why. And first, if this is the first time that you're seeing my channel, I have a giveaway planned for it's planned for 30 days from the day that I started the channel. It's sort of a celebration of this new channel, and to kind of give everyone a bonus for subscribing, because you do have to be a subscriber to win. So if you're not a subscriber currently, hit that subscription bell, and you can get in on the giveaway, because it was supposed to be done July 4th. And then I figured nobody's going to watch on July 4th weekend. Let's do it on July 11th, which is today. I am recording this on July 11th, and that's kind of a problem, because I had planned to put out at least 2 more videos this week in which I could remind everyone and tell everyone to, look out for the day on the 11th when I was going to tell the winner's name. And yeah, was not able to do that. We are selling my house currently, and so there's been a lot of showings this week, which is a good thing. Hopefully that turns into something. But that involves cleaning the whole house every single time somebody wants to come over, getting my kids and myself and my dog out of the house and figuring out something to do when we can't go anywhere, and then coming back and trying to make dinner. So yeah, I didn't have any time to film this week, unfortunately, and so here I am on a Saturday doing it. And so I am going to extend it for, I think, 4 or 5 more days. I would love to, I'm just this close to 200 subscribers. I'd love to get to 250 for the contest. I know everybody else is celebrating 50,000 and 100,000 subscribers, and I'm celebrating 200, but you know what? You start somewhere, right? So yeah, so I think that I'm going to give it another 4 or 5 days and see if we can get some more people involved, and that would be really great. So let's discuss what we're doing today. I am continuing with the Monochromatic Series, and this time we're doing ocean blues. I have done, if you can see behind me, I did the teals and the turquoises already, and the purple. And now I said that I was going to do a deep, deep ocean blue, and so I'm excited for this one, because this is truly an ocean pour, right? I mean, that was kind of the intention of the whole thing to start with. This is where it was born, and so I think it's going to be really, really pretty. So to go over our colors, okay, I'm also going to bring you down for a close-up of the colors, because bringing these little bottles up to the camera, you can't see anything. So you know what? Actually, now that I said that, yeah, I think I'm going to do that instead. Instead of holding up bottles one by one like this, so because it's weird. I'm like at least 3 feet away from my camera, 4 feet away from my camera right now. So it's kind of hard for me to gauge what you can see and what you can't see. So I'm going to take that camera down, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to give you a good close-up. Please excuse if my arm is shaky. I'm a little bit wobbly today, and my muscles are spazzing out on me. And so, yeah. Okay, so here we go. So as I was pulling my camera off of the clamp, my mic disconnected, so I'm going to have to do this as a voiceover. So this one is Amsterdam Ultramarine Blue, Arteza Prussian Blue. I really love that color. It's great for contrast. Deco Art Extreme Sheen in Sapphire, and Arteza Pearl Sky Blue, which adds a nice light brightness to the painting. And then what I did is I wanted to do some primary elements, of course, but I didn't want them to be so transparent. And so what I did was I mixed them with the primary blue and the phthalo blue. And by mixing them with, what I mean is that I added some paint to the already mixed primary elements. And so I did them just like you normally do with the poly pour correctly, and then I added in the primary blue and the phthalo blue. You want to stay away from just adding your primary elements to your paints, your already mixed paints, if you only use Floetrol and water to mix your paints, because there's not enough binder in there to really hold them together the best possible way. So the better way is to mix them with the correct pouring medium, either the enamel or the polypore, whatever you like better, and then just add some color in there, some paint in there, tube paints I mean, and that'll give you a little bit more of an opacity to the colors. And so I used both Majestic Blue and Blue Bayou, but they are very similar, and I'll show you that later. They're really gorgeous colors though. See, this is the side-by-side, and you really can't see very much of a difference in the container. They're almost identical, but then when you blend them together, You see a very big difference if you can see those two pots side by side. The Blue Bayou is much darker and much more of a royal blue. So that is I keep mixing them up. That's the Blue Bayou that I'm pulling towards you now. And for some reason, my camera's seeing it as a little bit of a green shift to it. There isn't. It's not a green shift. It's a true royal blue. But I think it's that blue sparkle that I put in there that's just reflecting off of my camera light. But see them side by side? Even with the camera, you don't see them as much of a difference as you do in person. But they're really gorgeous. And to just pump them up a little bit more, I added in some blue sparkle because I love to add the blue sparkle. Well, any sparkle actually to anything. And what the difference is between the sparkles and the interferences is that, they both look like a white powder in the container, and they look like a white mix if you just blend them with your pouring medium. But then when you put them on the painting and they dry, you see that color shift, the interference shift on the painting. And here you see it in the cap. You're just going to see, as I'm trying to work around the reflection of the camera light, but you can see as I move it around, that blue color, there you go. You see that blue color move around? That's what happens in your painting. That's what it adds to you. Now, the interference is a much finer ground pigment, powder. And so that's going to give you a smoother effect. And then this is the sparkle, so it gives you more glitz, which I love. Okay, we're all ready to go. And we're back. Okay, hair is up, camera's angled down, and my canvas is prepped and ready to go. I have leveled it, and I have prepped the bottom, meaning that I taped it, and I put the screws in the corners to get it up off of the table. You want to do that so that you get a nice bottom finish, and your canvas won't stick to whatever you're laying it on if you're going to leave it there to dry. Okay, so let's start with our white. And for this one, if you haven't seen the other two videos, you start from here up with your white only. And then from the bottom section, bottom 2/3-ish, you're going to just pour all of your colors. So let's do that now. Okay. All right, that's about enough of that. And here we go. Okay, so now as always, we're going to cover our sides with the base color. Just take your finger, run over the sides with the white. And I'm also going to do that on all 4 edges, even though I do not want this bottom section to be white. I am going to take my white and my finger, and just run the white on the sides just a little bit to help the colored paint flow over so that it's not landing on a dry canvas, because I don't want it to stick as it's coming over around the bend. Okay. Same thing here. And once I blow that around, then I'm going to have to tweak that, I'm sure, and add some white to it. Why did my light just go out? No, I'm going to have to fix that. Hang on just one second. As soon as I'm done with this section, I'll grab that light. Okay, my camera light just does not want to go back on again, and so we're going to go without it. I just moved my ring light over a little bit, so hopefully it gives you very similar amount of coverage and you can still see what's going on. Okay, so as is last time, again, if you haven't seen the videos, I'm just going to go over it again. You can put your colors down in any combination you want. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's not like when you're doing a puddle pour and you have to make sure you do one before the other. You don't have to. And you're putting them on randomly, on the canvas randomly. Wherever you like, it doesn't matter. If you like the way I do, where the colors are more marbled and really very blendy, then you do this. You put on some small, thin lines of color. If you like it where there's more solid areas of color, where it's more dense, or there's a big block over here or a block over there, then you can take the caps off of your bottles if you have the bottles, and pour it directly out of the bottle that way. Or if it's in the cups, just be a little more heavy-handed with it. Okay, let's add some light in here with this sky blue. And our primary elements. Okay. And anytime you're using these, right before you pour, if you haven't just mixed your colors, just remember to give it a good stir again, because the mica and the sparkle will settle down to the bottom, and you don't want to lose that. All of a sudden, your last drizzle will be super sparkly and the rest of it not so much. You really want that. Okay. And then the lighter one. Get good coverage. This is a good amount of paint. I have no problem with having as much paint I have on here. Okay, all that on there. You know, the one color that I did not go over in my colors, because I was so concentrated on focusing on my blues, was my gold. I'm still adding the Pebeo Iridescent Precious Gold, just like in the other pours, although I did take out the Deco Art, that pewter. I wasn't loving the way that it ended up drying. As it was drying, it changed things just a little bit and interacted with the paints just a little differently than I expected it to, and I didn't like it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take that out of the next one. All right, so there's our gold. And I'm gonna throw a little white in here too, down on the bottom. Even though I'm gonna be pulling that white down, still wanna put just a little here and there for brightness and contrast. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be pretty. Okay, take your white and go right across the top. Good. And then when you take your hairdryer, the way you want to move is to take your hairdryer up across the white paint and pull it down with you. You're going to be dragging the white paint down into the colored paint to get it all mixed together and then blowing back over. But this is the first step. Okay. Get my hand right in that white. All right, here we go. You see what I'm doing? I'm picking it up and taking it with me. And this is really not, you're not aiming in any specific direction, so you can go all wonky and crazy. You want it to be blended and marbled together, so there we go. Ooh, that gold is really coming through there strong. I think that's a little too much. I'll carry this over and get rid of some of that gold. Oh, that's what I'm telling you, I love this style of pouring, I really do. It's so pretty, and I just realized the one thing I forgot to do was to post my bubbles, which I never forget to pop my bubbles. I usually do it actually 2 or 3 times. All right, let's throw some torch on here before I blow it back out again, so make sure I get that before it dries. Okay, this is so pretty. I love it. I really love it. Okay, I'm gonna blow back up, and I've got it. It really carried down quite a bit. I was expecting it to be a little higher, so we're gonna have a lot of space to carry that up and move it around. So this is gonna be fun. Okay, let me get that behind me. Here we go. Should I or should I not blend it more? Decisions. I think more. Either that or I bring this white down more. It's one or the other. Let me think about this for a second. I love the way this splash came out. I love the way this came up, but this is a little too much. And I kind of had to do that because in between the two areas that I blew out at first, there was just a real thick white line there that just had too much paint in it. That would have probably had a problem drying. So that's why I did that. Okay, let's see. Do I blow that down or blow that up? I think I'm gonna do both. I think I'm gonna blow this white down a little bit here and then cut some of this out and blow it back. Okay, and I'm gonna angle my dryer the other way this time. Make it a thinner stream of air. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Okay. There's some heat on that. Now, where am I going with this? Do I like that? No, I do not. What do I want to do with it is the question. I think I'm scraping. Yep. You know, I did this with the purple one and the whole top came out blended like that and it was really pretty, but you know, with these blues and whites, I just like a crisp white in there. I really do. So this has got to go. All right, where do I start? Let's get rid of that. Might as well just go straight over the corner now instead of trying to work around it. Yeah. That out too. Where's my paper towel? You, over here. I need you. Now you want to clean off your canvas when you scrape, especially if you're working with primary elements, because your primary elements will stain your canvas. And then if you're putting white on top of the staining, it can seep through and you do not want that. So you've got to get rid of that. Also on the sides of the canvas. Now I just scraped all the white. It's going to be replaced at the top, but the sides here have some blue on them. This one, I can't even see that. I'm just going to scrape it just a bit. Yep, it does. A white bit just in case. But on this side, I've got some blue over here. Where it blew over the side. Now that's going to be white, or it may, another little point may travel over that side, but for right now, starting from scratch, I want that to be white. And then we can go from there. Okay. Now I'll grab my white squeeze bottle. Oh, I've got something else going on in there. No. You, out of here. There. I almost had something on the table. Okay, so now I'm just going to come back in with my white. Go straight up against the edges that I scraped first. And then extend out. And you can blow this if you want to. I usually start blowing it with my mouth and see what happens, but this is a pretty big area, so I'm going to blow it just a little bit with the hairdryer just to move it. A dead spot over there I have to fix. There's too much right there. Okay. Okay, see? Here too. All right, let's blow some stuff around. I'm gonna try not to block you with my arm this time. See, I like how wispy this is. I like how wispy those edges come out. That's much better. Much better. I like the white a lot better. Okay, so what do I need to fix? Let's see, down here, I do have a couple of little white pinholes here that have to be fixed, and this corner did not get covered completely. So let's take care of that. This is, yeah, I don't know what's the deal with that, but that needs to go. Now, anytime you see anything that's little in your paint that you don't like, you can just dab your finger on it and pick it up, basically, with your finger. Okay, let's see, like these little guys. Not sure if these are splatters or pinholes that came through, but I don't like them, so they gotta go. Okay, and then this down here, that is not covered. So what I'm just gonna do is a little mini blend over here in this corner. So it doesn't look like I just splotched on one solid color. There, that's good. Okay, the gold did not overpower, that's good. That's good. I was thinking that I was gonna get a lot more of this Prussian blue in there, but I think it might have been just a little bit thinner than the other colors, and it sort of sank. Let's see, do I want to throw some back in there? This is some crazy webbing over here. Okay. I hate adding in after the fact, because sometimes it just doesn't look natural. All right, let's see what we're doing here. This is working, okay. Better. Okay, now this is a little too much of just a... There, we're gonna drag that down. Move this around. I don't like that white webbing, it just looks weird. That has to go. I'm just playing this kind of a pour. You can do that. Just pick up and drag the paint where you want it to go, directionally. No, I like that over there. That is wild. Okay. 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 Anything else I'm seeing that I don't like? No, I love it. Isn't that always the dream where you just go, I love it, it's done? No, that doesn't work for me. I'm a perfectionist. All right, and I see, what do I see? I see bubbles. No, you are not allowed. Let me look on an angle and see. This is a really good way to see if you have any bubbles, because with something this wild, it's kind of hard to see sometimes. So just look on an angle. See if anything stands out to you over there. I'm just gonna go over it again. Why not? Now, oh, I forgot to hit the white. That's true. You gotta hit your white. The white that I just added, you know, that's coming from a new bottle that has been shaken up. So you want to definitely go and hit that with the torch too. Okay, so now let's get our sides. I love these drippies in a general regular Dutch pour. Not so much on this kind of a style. I really like them to be more solid edges. So what you want to do there is, if there's not very much happening at the top here as far as the amount of paint you have, see, if I hit that, I just get a finger mark. So what you want to do is take the marbled paint that's already on the canvas, and you're going to pick that up and use your finger almost like a paintbrush just to carry that down. Or you can also scrape it off of the bottom of the canvas, but sometimes that has, you know, if you're going like under like that, but sometimes that has some white there that you don't want to pick up, see? You don't want to be picking that up and pouring it down the side if that's not what you like, not what you were going for. All right, the corners always seem to be missing in these guys. They do not want to be covered. So you gotta grab those. Okay, and down this side. I'll do the sides that you can't see off camera. Let's skip ahead on that one. If you see what I'm doing here, I'm just letting it drip off my finger at first and then dabbing it down. And then carrying down with it. All right, yeah, that's good. Until you get the amount of coverage that you want. And you might like it just with the drips, and that's fine too. This is your painting, your party. You can do what you like. All right, I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna finish off my sides, and then I will bring you down to show you all the pretty little details. Here it is. It came out so pretty. I'm super, super happy with this one. So let me show you a little bit more. I put my camera light on, and hold on, I'm about to drag the cord through the paint, and we don't want that again. I put my light on so that you can see all the beauty of the sparkle, the primary elements. Look at that sucker. That is just so pretty. And when it dries, it's really, really beautiful. See that right there? Doesn't look like anything over here. It just looks like a solid blue. And then you come over and boom. That's the primary element sparkling right through. But this one came out so pretty. I just love how there's just enough gold to leave little traces here or there, but not take over and overpower with a bunch of gold, because that's not the point of this. And it's marbled really, really pretty. It came out so nice. I'm in love with it. Oh, speaking of primary elements, I do have my own discount code. So if you are looking to buy some, it is Giovanna 620. So that's GIAVANNA 620. And that is good for 20% off of anything at the Color Art website. If you need pigments, or you need resin pigments, or you need pouring medium. There we go. This came out really pretty too. I'm very happy that I scraped it after all, because I do love that negative space across the top. I think that all of these really flamed, you know, wispy edges, they're my style. I love them. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's in the inner areas in me. Everything has to look like flames instead of flowers. I just love it. I think it's so, so pretty. And then it comes down. I'm trying to get the whole thing in from side to side so you can really see everything. And then there's like little itty bitty baby cells like that, which so cute. Okay, so if you've stuck with me this long, please like and subscribe to this channel. Well, like this video and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget that you can only enter the giveaway if you're a subscriber. So I would hope that you would become one. I would like for you to stick around. I've got a lot of cool ideas as to what to do for a while. So, ooh, there's a good reflection. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to blind you. It's so pretty. I'm in love with this. This one, I'm going to have a hard time getting rid of this one. I really am. You know, how do I say this? My intention is to only make art that I absolutely love so much that I don't want to let it go. But that's unrealistic, because I have just way too many paintings to do that with. And, you know, there's only so many walls in my house. So I do have to sell them, unfortunately. But I do love them. They are my babies. So if you are interested in this piece, please shoot me a message at giovannadesigns@gmail.com. All one word, obviously. And we can discuss it. Or if you'd like the triptych or the purple piece, or any of the other pieces that you've seen me do. I also have an Instagram page, Giovanna Designs, obviously, that you can check out some of my older work that I do not have videos for. But for today, this is it. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate you all, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. Bye.